You ever see a really smart, brilliant piece of technology just completely fall on its face? All because of one tiny, almost invisible design flaw? Well, today we're going to dig into the story of a system designed for complex web logins that was basically crippled by a simple mistake, and how a really clever fix didn't just patch it, but unlocked its potential for the entire internet.
Alright, so here's the game plan. First, we'll look at the original problem, this single site blind spot. Then, we'll uncover the catastrophic flaw that was really behind it all. After that, we'll dive into the universal fix, peek inside its detection engine, and finally, we'll see why a simple but powerful shift in logic was the real game changer.
Okay, so let's set the stage. Inside Nova Browser, there was this feature called guarded commit. It was designed to be super intelligent and handle these complex, multi-step login flows you see everywhere. A fantastic idea, right? But it had one massive, paralyzing problem from day one.
You see, the ambition was huge. The goal was to build a system that could safely and automatically handle logins on pretty much any website. But the reality? Well, the first version only worked on a single website. That's it. It was like having a Ferrari engine that was stuck in first gear.
And this isn't an exaggeration. The internal documentation literally says the system was de facto single site. So why? Because it was hard-coded with CSS selectors that were specific to just one service, ChatGPT. We're talking things like data test ID equals profile button. This meant this powerful, smart system was completely useless on literally any other site on the web. So what was the real flaw here?
Well, the hard coding was just a symptom. The problem ran much deeper. The real issue was a fundamental and honestly a far more dangerous flaw in how the system was programmed to think. Basically, the entire guarded commit feature lived or died on its ability to answer one simple question about any web page. Is the user currently logged in or not? The whole thing depended on getting this right.
So when the browser landed on a new website, it didn't have those hard-coded ChatGPT selectors to look for. It couldn't find a profile button or a login button that it recognized. So it couldn't be certain about the user's login status. It just didn't know.
And this is where everything went completely off the rails. Instead of just admitting that it was uncertain, the system was programmed to default to a hard answer. It decided that if it didn't know for sure, then the answer must be, no, you are not logged in. This one decision created this massive cascade of failures.
In fact, you don't have to take my word for it. The original internal German documentation identified this exact design flaw. It says right there, "We don't know" became "not logged in." The system was literally designed to confuse a state of uncertainty with a definite no.
What this created was a constant, never-ending stream of false negatives. On every single new website, the system would wrongly conclude the user wasn't logged in, which then blocked the entire guarded commit login process from ever even starting. The whole thing was fundamentally broken and needed a complete teardown.
And that brings us to the hero of the story, a brand new modular system called Auth Surface Detection, or ASD for short. And this wasn't just some patch, it was a total rethink of the entire problem.
See, ASD represents a fundamental shift in philosophy. It threw out the old way of using brittle, site-specific rules like looking for a specific button ID. Instead, it moved to a flexible, universal approach based on heuristics, which are basically just smart, educated guesses. The goal was to build a system that could understand the idea of a login page no matter what website it was on.
So, how does this new system actually work? Let's pop the hood. It's not magic, it's a really elegant three-part architecture that's designed to be both efficient and accurate. It all happens in 3 stages. First, a probe is sent out to the web page to gather intelligence. Second, a team of specialized detectors analyzes that intelligence for clues. And third, a final assessment is made based on all the evidence. The whole process kicks off with a single, super efficient JavaScript probe. Instead of running a bunch of different scripts, this one script goes out, runs on the page, and collects dozens of authentication-related signals all in one go. It's way more efficient and keeps all the data consistent.
And what's it looking for? Well, all the usual suspects. Universal clues that hint at a login status. Things like visible password fields, standard HTML autocomplete attributes, common links like logout or my account, the text on buttons, whether there's a user avatar in the header, or even common error messages.
All that raw intelligence gets sent back to the browser's core, and that's where a team of 3 specialist detectors written in C# start their analysis. You can think of them like a forensic team, where each member is an expert in a specific area. For example, you've got the autocomplete detector. It's an expert on standard HTML. It looks at those autocomplete attributes we all see. If it spots current password, it reports back with high confidence, hey, this is a login form. If it sees one-time code, it knows it's looking at a multi-factor authentication step.
Then there's another specialist, the account surface detector. It focuses on the flip side of the coin. It looks for common patterns that tell you a user is already logged in. Is there a visible logout link? Okay, that's a high confidence signal. Is there a profile picture in the header? All right, that's a medium confidence signal.
But the real genius of ASD, the truly brilliant part, isn't just in gathering all these signals. It's in how it makes its final decision. And this brings us right back to the hero of our story, the simple power of admitting when you don't know something.
Remember, the original system was trapped in this binary, black and white world. The only possible answers were yes or no. ASD introduces a third crucial option, unknown. This tri-state logic allows it to tell the difference between a confident no and a situation where it just doesn't have enough evidence to make a call.
So here's how it works in practice. The detectors all come together to generate a confidence score, somewhere between 0 and 1. And the system uses some pretty conservative thresholds. If that final confidence score is 0.5 or higher, it comes back with the definitive yes.
Now, if the score is really low, let's say below 0.2, it returns a confident no. But, and this is the key, that big gap in the middle, anything between 0.2 and 0.5, results in unknown. This space for uncertainty is what prevents the system from guessing wrong and causing one of those catastrophic false negatives.
By embracing unknown as a totally valid answer, Auth surface detection made the entire platform smarter, more reliable, and it finally unlocked the potential of features like guarded commits, all by learning the simple power of saying, I don't know. And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question, doesn't it? Where else are we forcing simple yes or no answers onto incredibly complex problems?